Hi, this is Sandy and I'm going to show you how to do a really simple and pretty stretch bracelet. It's called a ladder weave or cross weave. All of these are done with the same exact steps. It just depends on the beads that you use. They'll look totally different. This is a glass abacus and abacus here. These I just used round 8mm beads. These have 8mm beads with bicones and a bugle bead. And so you can see how different they look. This one over here is just using bicones. These are all 8mm bicones in here. This one I used 2 on. These I just did 1 in cross and 1 in cross. And the same with these over here. Sorry about that. And then I made some earrings also. So to get started, the materials you're going to need, I actually have a cheat sheet out on our website that you can go out and download and print off. You can go to our website, glassmoose.com, or go to our shopping cart and download that from there also. But it gives you a list of materials and step-by-step process. And then it also, on the bottom of it, gives you a place where you can leave notes to yourself on how many beads you used and what size and things like that. Again, this is available for free to download. The materials, I like to use either a 0.06 or a 0.07 stretch elastic. I don't like the fibery type. I like the clear elastic. You'll need a strand of beads, and on mine I used 48 on the side. Actually, this is the one we're going to be making. So I used 48 on the side, and then I wanted a different center bead, and I used 12 center beads. So I've got those out here. And then you'll need about 30 inches of the elastic, and I've already got some cut here. You don't want it too long because then it gets hard to manage, and you don't want it too short because then you can't tie the knot at the end. And I like to use a jewelry glue on the knot to hold it steady at the end when I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and get my beads ready to go here. Take your elastic and hold it by both ends. What I want you to do is start off with 1 bead right in the middle. That's going to be your center bead. That's this bead along here. Then we're going to repeat the process of adding 2 on each side and then cross through the middle. So you can get into the little rhythm of first the left, add 2 beads, and then the right, add 2 beads. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take another center bead and we're going to go through with the left. And then before we pull it on down to the end of it, we're going to cross through with the other side. So your strands are actually crossing through that bead, kind of like the rung of a ladder, and pull it down tight. So again, 2 on the left. Or if you're doing the bicone one, only 1. But first the left, then the right, cross through the middle. Doesn't really matter which side you go on, just so you get through the middle and you're crossing through. 1 thread through one side, 1 through thread the other, and pull it tight. First the left, then the right, pull through the middle, cross through the middle, pull it tight. First the left, then the right, cross through the middle, and pull it tight. First the left, then the right, cross through the middle, and pull it tight. So instead of having you watch me for the next 10 minutes doing that repetition, okay, there's 2 more. You can see how it's starting to take shape there. I've got one over here all done. What I like to do, most stretch bracelets, you want to strive for about a 7-inch length, and I don't know if you can see that, but on my mat here I've got different increments kind of Sharpie markered off, and I've got a 7-inch right there. And I do kind of, before I tie my knot, I do kind of work my beads down to make sure that they're snug and that it's not real slack in there. And again, the elastic that I like using is either a 0.06 or a 0.07. If you get to a 0.08 or a 1, because you're crossing through beads, and some beads have really small holes in them, you may have trouble getting it crossed back through real easily. So again, I'm just going to measure that. that's finishing off right at about a 7. And you'll also notice that I am ending with 2 side beads on each side. I don't have another center one, because what I'm going to do to tie my knot is I'm going to kind of flip it around and hold it this way to me. And I'm going to take my left side and I'm going to run it back through that initial bead here at the end. Okay, so this is what it's doing. I'm ending with 2 on each side. I'm taking 1 strand, in this case the left strand, and I'm putting it through that initial bead again, and then pull it tight. And you're going to say, oh, something doesn't look right, I'm missing something. Well, what we're going to do next is we're going to take both of those strands, put them together, and do an overhand knot. A knot just like if you were tying a balloon. So I reach through there with my finger. And a lot of times what I'll do, because I want to work that knot all the way down close to my beads, I'll get something sharp or pointy, and I'll just use that kind of as a knot slider. You can buy the fancy ones made just for beadwork, but I have a little dowel punch type of thing that works just fine for me. A nail, a pencil or pen or whatever you've got handy. But work that knot all the way down close to those beads and give it a pull. And then, just because I like to be extra safe, I'll do a double knot, just like you're tying your shoes, over and through, over and through. You can do as many as you want to, it doesn't matter. Then I'll take my glue, and you can use fingernail polish or jewelry glue, either one works. You just want to make sure that that knot is nice and secure there. So I'll take my glue and I'll add just a little dot of glue onto it. Let that set up for a minute or so. Get my lid back on so my glue doesn't go out all over the place. And then I also, when I go to clip my knot, I don't clip it right on the knot. I leave just a little bit of tail, because really you're not going to see that. At the end it's going to kind of disappear into the design. And that's your your ladder stitch or double stitch bracelet. Again, all of these were done the same exact way. It takes, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes to make one. And they're great jewelry sellers if you do craft shows or things like that. And again, you can download the steps, step-by-step instructions on our website, glassmoose.com, or go to our shopping cart and go down to the reference material information. Thanks for watching.